You got a lot of cats.
Hey guys, it's been a while, but I'm here, and I'm trying a new reviewing format because life's been a little crazy. So bear with me for the gear switching, and hope you enjoy the show. Let's get into it. My history with Batman has been quite a journey, to say the least. Rewatching a VHS copy of Batman and Robin over and over, tuning into the animated series frequently, Batman Begins being my first true dive into the character from a theatrical point of view, seeing it on a big IMAX screen in 2005, subsequently experiencing the Tim Burton and Joel Schumacher movies, and growing up with the Christopher Nolan trilogy. And finally, subjecting myself to Zack Snyder's incredible Greek god Vision, which I didn't really care for, but his Justice League cut really changed my outlook, and I wish we had more proper time with Ben Affleck as the character. But here we are, in the year of our Lord 2022, with Matt Reeves directing and Robert Pattinson starring in Social media will have you convinced that it's the best Batman ever. Many are already pitting it against The Dark Knight. I'm not here for any of that noise, respectfully, although I'll always advocate for supporting various entries instead of having the mentality to tear other movies and tear other individuals down for their individual and rightly justified opinions, because everybody has an opinion. Anyway, it's been about a week since the Batman's release. Of my friend group, some really liked it, some really didn't like it, or some just thought it was okay. It is what it is. But this week has given me time to think, reflect, and let my thoughts cook like a sweet, juicy steak. I like the Batman. I like it a lot. I admire it, truth be told. From a filmmaking point of view, there's so much to gush about, and if you spend time doing some research about the project, you may be surprised to learn how precarious and meticulous the process was for Matt Reeves and crew. I mean, where do I begin? The visual language, the sound design, the world of Gotham City, the score from Michael the God Giacchino, the room to let scenes breathe, Robbie Pat's performance, with his insane eye acting and his insane ability to say so much without saying much of anything, Zoe Kravitz stealing the show, Jeffrey Wright's portrayal of Jim Gordon, Colin Farrell's Penguin, John Turturro, Paul Dano as the Riddler, the gloomy tone, the wonderfully placed narration to set the said tone, the hilarious moments of humor sprinkled within, that car chase, the way Batman walks, runs, makes an entrance in any scene, the third act emotional payoff. There's so many details to revel in. The runtime is almost 3 hours long. In my opinion, it's mostly well spent to complete a beautiful character arc in Bruce Wayne's journey to becoming the hero Gotham needs so desperately, not just the vengeful ninja of the night. The conclusion does have a Return of the King, Lord of the Rings kind of repetition, prone to testing the patience of some, and one particular scene, while fun, could have probably been cut in the editing room. There is a clear ending where they could have cut to the credits, but I also understand why they ended the movie where they did, given the emotional arc Batman experiences. Having said that, the 3 hour length will not work for everybody, and that's fine. What impresses me the most about the Batman is the commitment to the immersion and creating this horrible world, because the city of Gotham is just as important as Bruce Wayne is. The drenched, rainy, spooky streets and the locales complement the dreary silence within Robert Pattinson's portrayal of the titular billionaire orphan. Within the first 10-15 minutes, visually and sonically, you get it. You just get why things are the way they are when we're dropped into this movie. The storytelling, in a time where we've gotten so many iterations of the character Batman at this point, does a really good job standing out from the pack and leaving itself open for some interesting stories to come down in the pipeline. I've mentioned in the past my apprehension and concern for the future of Hollywood regarding comic book adaptations, because over the past decade, we've had so many, and it looks like that train isn't stopping anytime soon. If that's the case, it is so important to let directors and visionaries be given the opportunity to tell their stories unfiltered, for better or for worse. It's important to not let these stories become little gears in a giant machine, if you know what I'm saying. But I hope movies like The Batman send a message to Hollywood. It won't. But I hope it sends a message to Hollywood as a business that if they want to keep the masses interested in these popular IPs, since IPs are the name of the game, they can't contain them in a $1 Happy Meal in an assembly line. There are kitchens full of hungry, worthy chefs, and they should be allowed to blow people away with their diverse menus. There's a scene early on, not giving anything significant away, involving Bruce Wayne, eyeshadow dripping, getting bombarded on by heavy rain, spying and observing someone possibly involved with a crime scene investigation. The use of sound effects with the impacting raindrops, Michael Giacchino's music, well-paced editing between POV and close-up shots, emphasis on Robert Pattinson's eyes. Small moments like that have lingered in my mind since I saw it in theaters. There's stuff like that throughout the whole damn movie. The careful execution in these brief pockets worked awesomely for me. My favorite thing about the Batman, though, is that it has and will most likely continue to stick in my mind throughout the rest of the year. It's a cinematic juggernaut with legit high ceiling level of potential for future stories. It is clear, though, here, no matter how anyone feels, that the craft and effort was not wasted in any frame. Robert Pattinson killed the role, given the character he was presented with, and I truly can't wait to see where we go from here. A recluse, angry, scary, unhinged, slow-paced blockbuster with sick flair and a memorable trajectory. Perhaps too long, but a rewarding experience regardless. He is the shadows, but hidden in the shadows, this movie will never be.
I'm vengeance.
Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this new format and this thing I'm trying right now. It's just because sometimes it takes a really long time to edit these videos, and I'm just trying to see if this in particular is something I can start doing with movie reviews moving forward. Mouse Movie Show is alive and well. It just, life got a little crazy in the beginning of 2022, and I'm hoping to get a more consistent run going moving forward. But if you enjoyed this, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, ring that bell, and comment down below what you thought about the Batman. Are you excited for the future of the Batman now? Were you satisfied with the movie that we got? And what were your favorite parts of it? Did you not like the movie? I just want to have a conversation with you guys, so comment down below and let's have some fun. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.